Hey, this is Not the Girl Next Door Show, and today I have special guest Divide the Empire on. How are you guys today?
We're good.
Hey.
We're cold.
You're cold.
It's cold. It's cold in here.
Yeah, it's a cold day in this place.
Well, you guys are in Missouri. It's like, what is it? What do you guys got going today? It's like 40 degrees. It was warm today.
Yeah, it was a warm day.
Yeah.
It has been in the teens.
Yep, we got a little snow here and a little ice.
We got a lot. We got a lot of snow.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you're north, so I mean, you guys are gonna get that Chicago weather.
Oh, a little bit. But it's melted. It melted a lot today. But hey, let's talk about what you guys have going on. So, it's been a little while since I talked to you, and since then we have new members, new music. So, introduce yourselves. Tell us a little bit about Divide the Empire for the listeners who don't know you guys, even though they should. Talk a little bit about who you guys are.
Go ahead, Randall.
Oh, put me on the spot. We are now 5 guys from the Midwest trying to make good records with quality music for the masses that will hear it.
Oh my!
So that's it in a nutshell. We are very fortunate that all of us get together once a week to practice and to write and to keep moving forward with having all sorts of nice uppity successes at perfect lull times, like when we all feel like nothing's happening. And the next thing you know, it's something really cool happens. We write a cool new song, or we have a cool new video, or so. And it's just it keeps rebirthing itself all the time. None of us have anything to do with it except for showing up for practice, and then it just Voltrons on its own.
So everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
Scary.
Yeah, so we added Stephen Vogt on keyboards. Lynn, our old bass player, he decided to step down to take care of some family stuff, and John Crane filled in, jumped right in and took off, and so now we're writing new music as a 5-piece, got some keys in there. I
was real tickled about that whole situation. We were very fortunate that John has been playing with Echo Trace, so I already had a cool gel and jams, with him, so we already were on that level, and so that already got him into Keith's realm, and so it worked out well. And Steven, I knew him from Amaranth, and I really liked him. I liked his attitude, his personality, he's very outgoing. Yeah, and he's a great player, and he sings good with me, so, I mean, those were all pluses. You don't find that kind of stuff usually when you're looking for someone else to join or a new sound to spark some new ideas. You usually don't find a whole package. You might get somebody who's real weird, or I don't know. You just run into any type of people. So we were fortunate to know somebody.
Got a package.
And Amaranth, Amaranth at the time wasn't doing anything, so it worked in our favor in every aspect. Because then the first thing that he brought to the table when because we riff off of each other, so if we have an idea, it's like, bring it and let's see what sparks. And he brought Vision's opening riff, that main riff, that was straight out of his hands, so he sparked that feeling that got those lyrics flowing, that got the drums, just that made the song. So that was a cool contribution to write songs like Coffee Burns and Visions and some of these new ones with new blood in there. It just feels good.
So kind of walk us through the process. Like, how does making music work for the band? Is there, like, Randy and Joe, are you guys writers, or is everybody a writer, or do you guys just get together, whatever happens, whatever vibe comes, that is what is created? Or how do you guys make it work?
Randy tends to be more of a writer than I am. He can sit down and just write full songs, and then he'll bring them to us, and or he'll get a general idea and he'll bring it to us, and then we just jam with it, and either it fits or it don't. I'm more of I'll come up with a riff or a progression or something like that, and I'll just start playing it, and I usually know if I spark something because Randy comes running in the room and he'll say, keep doing that. So we got to get that guy inspired, and I think the same thing really happened with Visions. Steven started playing that opening piano piece, and I think we all kind of stopped, and Randy said, keep doing that. What is that? That's usually the first question. What is that? Okay, don't stop doing that. Keep doing it. That's when we know we're on to something, and then we'll hammer it out. We just keep hammering and hopefully make some happy mistakes and go different directions, and when we're done, we got a song.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Visions. Let's for listeners who haven't heard it, I'm not going to tell you to tell me what the song's about, but tell me what the vibe of the song encompasses, because if you tell me lyrically what the song is about, then, like I've talked to you guys, I've talked to other bands, it may mean 100 different things. So for listeners who have not heard this hauntingly beautiful song, tell us what kind of vibe the song encompasses for those who have no clue.
Well, I think everybody should go around for that. I mean, I don't know. As soon as he started playing it, I immediately felt I mean, it's hard. I mean, I guess the first thing that comes to mind is the core. It gave me that same stepping stone as like walking in Memphis. So I know that's an odd thing to place. I'm not saying lyrically or mentally, but the overall, it was like, okay, it's ballady, and it needs, it just needs something to stay in that direction where it's like this, I don't know, ballady type song.
Kind of melancholy.
Yeah.
Not super sad, but just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like emotion lyrically and stuff like that, yeah, I'm not delving into that. I got enough Kleenexes for that kind of stuff. There's no therapy session for me. I would say that whatever it is that those lyrics end up being for me is probably much easier to keep silent and let somebody else use them for what they need it for. It was I guess it's just a cleansing dose of medicine anytime I write something lyrically.
Even the nap song?
No, the nap song was just for fun.
Oh, okay.
No, he did really need a nap, though. That's definitely not a lie.
No, we did. We did all need naps.
Yeah, I'm in the back, I'm listening, and absorbing it all.
Well, what we did actually there. So Keith, just so you know, Angela, Keith, John, and Steven are in another room. We're all in, so 3 of them are in one room, I'm in a room, and Joe's in another room down the hall, so everyone can hear you.
Okay. So I'm gonna backtrack just a little bit. So
sure.
We obviously all agree that the song has a lot of feeling in it, whether it emits sadness, happiness, or whatever it is. That's what music is meant to do. And I really want to talk about this because it's a big deal to me as a listener. Emotions are, and I think it's hard. It is really hard for vocalists to get up there or anywhere at the studio, wherever it is, and convey feelings, emotions. Like, just because somebody's not conveying a sad or happy or intense song doesn't mean they're not a great vocalist. But I guess my point is this song, I remember when you guys first leaked it to me, I was like, holy hell. And it emits a lot of emotion. And for a band to be able to do that, to just, like, Yellow Ledbetter, I'm just going to use that because it's kind of a joke that nobody knows the real words to that song, and there's been like so many joke misheard lyrics on YouTube and stuff, and it doesn't even matter what Eddie Vedder was talking about in the song. That song made you feel something. There was just something. You didn't even have to know the freaking words to the song. You didn't have to sing along with them. And I believe that Visions does the same thing. It just has that, you don't even have to know what you're singing. It's just everything all thrown together to make this song. It makes you feel. So when you guys do it, do you guys feel like that heavy emotion, or does it get to be like you guys are repeating the steps over and over? Because you haven't had a chance to perform it live, or have you? Have you performed it live yet?
I think actually only, it might have been only once, and it might have just been at that acoustic show.
We did it live on a local radio show.
Okay.
That was back before it was even recorded, though.
Oh, okay.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we did it last weekend.
2 weeks ago.
No, it wasn't last weekend. It was
2 weeks ago, right? Or
I Can Do was the last show, right? Or am I messed up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was last weekend, wasn't it? Our last show, we did an acoustic charity in Muscuda, Illinois for I Can Do organization. It's
those are a lot of fun.
Kids. We did it. Yeah, we go there every
year. But
that's
the difference. So this song, as far as I'm concerned, Visions should be a staple in our set. As far as conveying it from its light parts to its heavy parts is a challenge. So I like that. I like that everybody's trying to button push to give that end solo that as much balls as it has in the video or in the studio recording, because we worked hard to make sure that crescendo really was a focal point at the end of that song. We didn't have anything to do with Juan's video, other than showing up and trying to look cool on camera, but the overall end-up visual that he did for it of making that crescendo of the song fit the video, I thought was really cool. Made the song even seem bigger than it was.
Yeah, shout out to Juan Ibanez. It's his birthday today. So.
And you need some hot tea, Angela?
That wasn't me.
That's Steven. That's our keyboard.
Oh, my God. Steven's in there passing away before we get to play Visions in its entirety.
Dying in here. It's the weather.
So I have to agree, Joe, that the Juan's interpretation of the song fit perfectly with how the song comes off when you hear it. It was perfect.
Well, he was a little. He and I were going back and forth, after we filmed, and it took him a minute, and he had some other projects he was working on for labels and stuff, and he finally got a hold of me and he said, "Okay, I'm going to send you something. But I'm really, really nervous about this. I don't think you're going to like it." And he goes, "But I want to send it and see." And he sent it to me, and just the visual of I don't know what you call her. I call her the witchy woman, The visual of her, the word that came to my mind immediately was witchy, but not like in an evil way, but like in an earthy way,
Yeah.
And I was just mesmerized. I had to watch the whole thing, and that's not the song so much at that time, because by that time the song I'd heard it 5,000 times. I was a little burnt on it, to be quite honest. But visually, it captured me. And
yeah, me too. The dirty hands, that was the part that got me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he did that purposely or not, but whatever footage, whenever he was working, doing his magic. Right whenever I said, I just think that was super cool. Her hands were dirty. So I don't know. I mean, it definitely came together super cool. I was very happy with the whole thing.
And the response has been overwhelming. It's been
and again, that's us not put. I like I said, I thought it was important that we just let him do his magic. We wrote a cool song. We hoped we did or thought we did, whatever, and then we made a video for it, and he makes good videos. So instead of going, we want it this way, we want it to look like this, and give him all these non-professional video ideas. It was cool just to lay it in his lap, and he came up with something really cool, and I love that.
Yeah, and I've seen the numbers. I mean, the video is doing amazing. I mean, on Space on Travel, on your page, on YouTube. I mean, I think being on Space on Travel itself, I mean, it gets a more, I don't know, I think it helps it get a more worldly look. People from all over the world, I mean, view that channel, and, you know, it's known for basically, I don't know, all the radio DJs, everybody who likes to listen to new music or indie underground music, as everyone says. I mean, they pick up on Space on Travel, and it's doing amazing.
Well, the thing that the thing that makes me happiest, I should say, is that, you know, you hear so much that rock is dead, but there's so much good just straight rock music, you know. And Space on Travel, I love them, but they tend to lean a little more towards the heavier and the hip hop world, you know, from what I've seen. And to see us do so well on that, just in a straight rock platform, is humbling. You know, I mean, that's awesome. That does my heart good.
Well, and I think as far as listenership, I know heavier stuff ballads are hard. Ballads are a hard sell, and I didn't realize that, because I've always liked ballads. And when I was working for Gig Soup out of the UK and I was writing, you know, I talked to a lot of writers there, and I had mentioned something about liking ballads before, and they laughed at me. They were like, ballads, right? And I'm like, what? Are you crazy? You know, but I don't know, that's just me. I think ballads are a hard sell. Not for me, they're not, but I think overall they are, and they shouldn't be, because like I said, those are the songs that, you know, bring those emotions out of people. That's what music is, art, and that's what it's meant to do, I think, so.
Yeah, I don't care what kind of music it is. I mean, I was jamming out to Sia, Chandelier today, this morning. I freaking love that song. And I also listen to
Stairs all week.
You remember the artist, what was
formerly known as Prince?
No, what was it, LaBouche?
Excuse me?
What?
Is that how you'd say the name? It was like dance music from the 80s, maybe mid-90s, something like that.
What was the name of it?
LaBouche.
LaBouche?
How'd the song go?
She did a song like la da da dee da da.
Oh, yeah.
La dee da 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 da.
Yeah.
I just thought that was
LaBouche.
Yeah, wanna be my lover. Yeah.
It sounded like a dirty movie or something.
It was. I mean, look. When that song came on, it made me move. Same thing goes for like Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. You know, and I don't care. Yeah, this is how we do it. I mean, I love that stuff. You know, doesn't matter. You know.
Yeah, music is music.
People will be like, "Well, you like rock? Were you playing a rock band? You like that kind of?" It's like, what? That's an ignorant thing to say. Yeah. I think you should be able to like all type of music.
But it is, because you're kind of stereotyped, because it is kind of funny that you say that. I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago. I love Adam Lambert, and Adam Lambert's very flamboyant, but he has such a huge voice. Like, you're just drawn into like his voice. And
Didn't he do the things for Queen now?
He does, but like he's from American Idol, and he started there, and then he did his own thing. He did Adam Lambert when he first got out of American Idol, and I was like, oh, it's real poppy. It's real poppy. I thought maybe he'd do more rock, and then he got with Queen, and then now he does stuff on his own, and now he's just like telling everybody, I'm going to do what I want to do, screw you, screw you, screw you. And I think a lot of musicians are doing that now. Like, we have Highly Suspect, who came out with this album everybody hated. Not everybody, but a lot of people were like, what the hell is this? This is like rap. This is like, you got a rapper on here, you got Gojira with you. What the hell are you doing? You know, and it's like, it's whatever makes you happy. Do whatever makes you happy. Always.
Well, we've had more than one. I don't want to say industry people. That sounds so freaking pretentious, but industry people.
We've had a few people with big names that tell us that we're doing very well.
Well, they tell us that you need to narrow down and focus what you're doing. Either do the rock thing or do the ballad thing. You know, you got to be this so that you're more marketable. And we said from the beginning, this whole project, if we make a sound. if it feels good,
I do what
we
feels
shall
good.
continue. We shall continue, and we will push it. And that's one of the benefits of us.
I will push it real good. Dun, 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 dun,
You're
dun.
pushing it real good.
Yeah, of doing it ourselves because we have complete control, and I think so many bands are doing that now. Some of the bigger bands, they'll do their own material, and then they'll just go and shop distribution deals.
Keith has most of the control, though.
He does.
The
He
band.
says, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Keith has all the control over the band.
Holy guacamole. Keith needs to talk to us about that.
No, he likes to. He's like a godfather. He just likes to sit back and let us do the talking.
As he watches and analyzes, you're saying the proper things.
Yep. He's a sexual giant.
Probably right now he's playing Sonic the Hedgehog or something like that.
Oh, that's not a good godfather. Come on. So it is nearing the end of the year when most bands kind of, wrap up their shows. What do you guys have going on for the end of the year? What are your plans? What's
Okay, are you ready for this?
Okay, ready for this. Ready.
You ready? Okay. Turkey for me and turkey for you. I like to eat turkey in my big red shoe. Thanksgiving. Okay, that's all I really have. We got our big show coming up next Friday, the 22nd, with
Tops Nightclub in Sauget, Illinois.
With Out Amongst the Masses. Those guys are our buddies. Done some shows with them in the past.
LTH is going to be there. I believe Six is High. Scatterguns, I believe, is going to be there. It's going to be a fun time.
Look at you being able to remember things.
I heard, and I probably got them all wrong, and I'm probably going to hear about it, but I heard that there's going to be a special guest appearance.
Oh my God.
5 of them, to be exact.
Oh my God.
Special guest.
Yeah.
I got the shine.
Oh, you dropped them almost on there.
Yeah, you got to put those in.
Okay. So yeah, so we got that. Then we are doing.
Yes.
There is or no? What?
What just happened?
Angela.
I think he asked if he could cuss on your show.
You can say whatever you want to say.
Well, I didn't. I mean, I just want to know. I was just trying to be nonchalant about the MF that I shoved in there.
You can be who you want to be.
Yeah, so we're going to do the show on the 22nd at Pops, Sauget, Illinois. And then after that, I think we're shutting down shows for the year, unless some amazing show comes along. But we've got 2 more songs to write to complete this batch of songs. We do them in groups of 7, and we've got 5 done. We've got 2 that we will be spending some of that time going back into the studio, getting ready, getting ready for the public. And then we've got 2 more to write. So we've got a few ideas floating around. Hopefully we'll touch on some of those tonight and try to narrow those down. And we had talked about potentially putting together a headlining show for sometime first of the year or so, something big, something different. So tired of just the same old rock shows. So we're going to try to do something really, really different and really something that fits our personality. So yeah, so that's what we got dialed up for right now.
So what happens after the 2 songs? What happens after the 2 more songs are done in your lucky number of 7? Are we talking, is that a 3 Winters Volume 3? Or what happens? What's happening?
Well, our goal...
That actually completes the puzzle, though.
Yeah, that's our goal was to do 3 volumes of 3 Winters, 7 songs apiece. We're doing Volume 3 differently, though. Before we were completing everything and then releasing it as a full album. What we've been doing with this batch of songs is we're just doing singles and then distributing them as singles. And then our plan is once we get the 7 done and ready for the public, what we will do is we will release the final single, and then we will get everything put back together and mastered and packaged, for and that will complete the 3 winters. And then we're gonna talk about what we're gonna do next. Figure some new things out, and maybe venture out into some new territories. Try some new things. So yeah. So that's what's happening.
So
Yes.
where can people find your music, find your merch? Are you all over social media? Where can they check out Divide the Empire?
I think the most important social media thing that a band can have is dividetheempire.com. You go there, you can talk to us. We're going to be much more interactive next year, we promise. We're going to have much more video content. We're going to try to do some live stuff. But go there, talk to us, email us, say whatever it is that you want to say. If you want to order something, we will ship it to you. We don't have a distributor or anything like that, but if you really love us, we'll get it to you, That's a big one. Go to our website. You can download our music for 99 cents per song. We're going to have different specials where you can get free songs, or if you can guess a certain lyric of a song when we post it up, something like that. Try to be a little bit more interactive with our fans. We didn't realize how important that was. We just want to make good music. You don't really think about all of the geniuses that help work with you to help you along that, be it radio people who share things, people who spend their entire free time doing free work for bands that are in St. Louis that are real far away from them and things like that, and really promote their acoustic band all the time as well. There's people out there that do that, and that inspires us to keep doing what we're doing, so if you know any more of those people...
Was there some massaging going on there? I don't know what just happened right there.
There are people. There are some people.
Yeah, there's some hard-working people out there.
People are people.
Truly appreciate those people.
And those people would say thank you, and it's because those people believe in your music.
Yep. So we need to send you. We're gonna have to have some kind of custom-made thing and send it to you.
Who is
so that she can give it to some people.
So she can be the only person that has it, though.
Oh,
she can distribute it to those people.
To those people.
So would you rather just make a real cool Divide the Empire package for you that was like a cool printed picture or something, or would you rather have like $200 in lottery tickets?
Not a very lucky person.
Me neither. I buy them stupid scratch-offs all the time, and I'm still remodeling bathrooms.
The other social media stuff, we're really active: Facebook, Instagram,
our YouTube channel.
YouTube channel, yes.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe.
That way we know who you are.
Twitter is pretty active. So yeah.
Twitter's good for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
And just
as far
as YouTube goes, just to let the listeners know, Divide the Empire will talk to you. They talk to their fans on there. There's a lot of bands that I see fans comment on or listeners or whatever you want to call it, comment, and they don't say anything. And you guys talk. You guys talk the talk.
Well, we're fans too. We go and talk to our favorite bands too. So
And then also remember too, if you buy enough merchandise from us and you're that interactive with us, you can get one free oil change from our keyboard player.
Well, that's a hell of a deal.
We've got little
and
cards.
now maybe on your car too.
You come to 10 shows and we stamp your card with the little hole in it. And once you have 10 shows, you get a free oil change. Now it may not be him doing it, but it's sponsored by him.
And it may not be on your car, but you'll get it on
there. What do we have going on here?
No, so you can't whore out our keyboard player. That's how the last one died,
So there I was.
Covered in oil.
Baby oil smothered all over me. I don't know why.
You can say anything, but this is not a porno.
You can say anything you want, but this is not the horny channel.
Welcome.
I really want to have. Next year, I really want to have a Randall Shankleton. That's how I'm going to say it, and it's hard. Shankleton. cooking show where I just mess stuff up. Like I do a good job of getting all the stuff together, but I always burn it, or it always tastes terrible, and no one likes it.
It'll only be a hit if you just wear an apron.
Yeah, great hit that'll be. You ever seen Homer Simpson naked?
That's an idea for content, for your guys' content. That's content.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, he's got content. I'm going to tell you.
Donut.
You got any fridge fried taters in there?
Yeah, well,
spiraling
I'm
out of
glad.
control.
Okay, so I'll bring it back. Yeah, Visions, thank you so much for digging that and sharing it and getting other people involved with sharing it. You know, that's always a plus. And we recorded 2 that we're still going back and forth in the studio, you know, mixing or not even mixing yet. We're tracking parts and stuff too. We've got the solid parts down for 2 other ones, but hopefully by January, February, March, something like that, we'll be putting out
I'd say early January we'll have another one ready to go.
Oh, look at that. All of a sudden he's got studio money. I didn't know.
I don't know. Well, that's the money I'm making from whoring out the keyboard player.
There you go. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on the show. We won't have to wait another year and a half for you guys to come back on. Thank you for what you do, and come back anytime.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
So yeah, we're gonna have to come your way again.
I know we're working on that. It's a hush-hush project, but we're working on that.
And then I want to do an acoustic show in someone's living room. Just a random person, you pick them.
2020. Anybody wants an acoustic show in their living room, we'll rip the roof off the place.
You are booked. You are booked in Illinois. You are booked. May not be my house, but you are booked.
Just show up randomly. Hey, I brought my keyboard. Here we go. Play. Oh, you don't like music? Oh, yes.
He does oil changes.
Oh, damn.
I may not be that fresh down there, but you're going to do it.
Well, thank you for having us, Angela. We love you. We love everything you do, and we appreciate you just appreciating us. So, once again, thanks for having us.
Well, thank you guys.